Hey everyone, this is GKE715. Welcome back to my Let's Play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode, well, we managed to get our hands on the Angler Key, which is this little fancy little trinket right here. Yep, we won it in combat from defeating the Land Mola. And at the same time, we also saved Papal from, from, of course, dehydration. But now we're about to head up to our next dungeon, which is Level 4, Angler's Tunnel. So now, let's go explore Angler's Tunnel. Now, I bet you guys must be panicking. Oh, water dungeon. Ugh. Well, actually, do not fret. This water dungeon is completely different. It's actually a lot easier, and I guess Nintendo was at least being nice with us for once in this dungeon. Yeah, this place has a lot of water, which we need to be careful where we're going, of course. At the same time, I suggest you also get your Roc's Feather, or use your Roc's Feather, while traversing, because there's gonna be a lot of jumping needed. And also, we got ourselves a stone beak and a map that quickly. So with this, we pretty much actually are doing decent so far at the moment, though. But anyway, so let's get a move on and look around what we can uncover. What we got over here? Oh, that Zol fell down. Okay, we have a new enemy over there. That is a P-hat. That P-hat over there is currently flying around. We gotta be careful with it. There's also some new enemies that I have not exactly let you guys know about. My bad. Let me look up the enemies in this area. So, of course, there are P-hats, which they're no different from the ones that we have encountered. But the enemies in this area, we have so we have P-hats, which are in here. We have a water Tektite, which is this little thing right here. Not that dangerous, really, of course. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna grab this garden acorn, cause why not? And I'm gonna. Oh, I cannot kill you. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna try to get rid of that bubble over there, which is in the way, cause I want to do this. I caught a fairy. Yeah. With this, we can set it free to get anything to get healed, which is gonna be super nice. Now, let's go light up or blow up like this cracked block, and then push the block, and then we open the chest and get a small key for our troubles. Let's get a move on, of course, because we're not exactly done yet. We just started exploring the dungeon, so we gotta do what we gotta do. There are more bubbles in here, so I suggest you be careful. There's one. There you go. Let's go open up this chest. And look at that, we have an under small key. So far so good. We are making some progress. Alright. Let's go jump this way. I got that P-hat. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that was not cool. Got it. There we go. Now we gotta go this way down here. Now that we actually have 2 keys, we should be fine now. Let's go down here and knock over these spinies right here. There we go. There we go. Now let's go over here. Alright, looks like there's a door that's locked, so we cannot do anything about it. We got the compass. Let's go down here. There's a key in this area. Let's go kill these water Tektites and get a move on. Uh-oh. I fell down the water and drowned. Alright. What is in here? We have another small key. Nice. Then let's go over here and open up this door. Of course, we have more of these annoying buggers around. I'm not really sure if I can make it there. We'll have to leave it there for now. Out. Alright, now let's go like jump over this pit. Alright, we have a Shroud of Stalfos coming up, so we gotta be, I gotta like... Alright, come on. Alright, new enemy, this is a star, which, of course, they bounce around. Yeah, they bounce around, like, you know, to attack you. Not really a strong enemy, I'll be honest. There's a key in this area, and the key, it fell down there. Which is probably filled with, you know, which is probably like on, like, you know, wet down there, I suppose. Let me see here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at something here quickly. Sorry about that. All right. Oh. Actually, wait, can I knock you over for water? Nope, I cannot. The glint of the tile will be your guide. Glint of the tile. There we go. Oh, God, fell down the water again. Okay, alright. There we go. What is this in? What's in here? Oh, monster chest. Oh, okay, it's a fake. We got tiles in here, huh? Okay. Yeah, there's a puzzle room in here, which is interesting. Oh, we'll have to try later on this area. What do we got? We got a small key over there. Uh-oh. Okay, watch out for those statues, because those ones over there are gonna fire fireballs. We gotta be careful about that. What do we got over here? There's the Nightmare's lair, which is over there. Alright, well, we got a small key, so now we can make our way over there into that locked door. Alright. Oh yeah, you can actually like drown those monsters. That's interesting. Alright. Alright, let's go up here, see what we can open this door. Oh. Okay, we got a new mini-boss. This is Hydro Sword. Yep, that's the name of this guy. Its name is called Hydro Sword. But if anybody's is a veteran of the original Link's Awakening, we know him by his original name. His original name is Cue Ball. Yeah, his original name was Cue Ball. Now, to defeat the Hydro Sword, first it fights very similarly, like, you know, to the Big Octo that was in Jabu Jabu's belly. Those have played Ocarina of Time. Of course, my main tactic is to jump behind them and then attack. Yeah, he's a really easy boss, and I do mean really, really easy. And given our, like, you know, our strength upgrades, you know, the Hydro Sword is a really easy boss. There you go. One more Spectre and I should be able to kill him, I think. No? There we go. There we go. That takes care of the Hydro Sword. Yeah, not a really difficult mini boss, I'll be honest, but yet again a pretty, like, you know, annoying one that we can take on. Now in this room we have to pull this lever, or pull the lever, and then we gotta run and make our way into this room. We'll just enter this. We have a new item. These are the flippers. Dive on the water with B or press A to swim quickly. And yep, now we can actually swim underwater, which of course it's gonna be super helpful, if you guys ask me. We have a new enemy. These are Helmosaurs. Helmosaurs look very different, like in the original, like Link's Awakening. They look like birds for some reason, but here they actually look more like they're a Link to the Past depictions, which of course is more common. Of course, we fought Helmosaurs in the in Twilight Princess. Anyone that knows that? Over here. There we go. That door's open, which is nice. Let's go like over here, see what we can make it. All right, we already went there, so we have a shortcut. Yeah. All right, let's go over here. Now we can swim, which is nice, and we can actually make our way over here. Let's go over here. We gotta like swim over here. There we go. With that, we got it. Now we can go under here, see what we can find. All right, we got some thwomps right here, but of course, they really cannot do not much, of course. Well, we can use them as platforms. Don't touch them. I said do not touch them, and yet I get crushed. Up here, it leads. We got it this way. Oh, okay, we got the nightmare key. That's good. Am I missing any other treasures? Wow, I'm missing at least like 2 chests. I'd rather collect. All right, I'd rather collect these two chests before we actually do anything crazy, of course. There you go. Got those 2. Okay, it looks like there are 2 chests in this area. Let's go like over here, of course. Oh yeah, now that we got the flippers, we can also like dive underwater. Which of course, diving underwater, it's easy. Well, of course, you just press like the B button, and of course you can dive underwater, which lets you avoid enemy attacks. Although you may have to come back up there, come back up in order to get your breath back, of course. Ouch. My way, okay. We have a purple rupee, which is 50. But of course, that's not the chest that I'm after, so we're gonna have to go after another one. Which, of course, it's this way. Oh, right. Out of the way. There we go. Oh god. There we go. Let's go over here and grab this. Oh, 50 rupees again? Okay, where's the chest then? Oh, wait. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember, the key. That's right, there was another key that I forgot about. So we gotta go down here and... Alright, let's go like swim over here, or not swim, walk over here. There's the key. Fell down there. Alright, let's go like in, go over here and leave, of course. There we go. Okay. Now that we actually have the flippers, we can actually now make our way to the, well, go and meet up with, well, the boss, or the nightmare in this case. And I'm gonna be honest, so the nightmare in this dungeon is a pushover. Like, of all the dungeons, this actually is the easiest dungeon in the entire game, because not only does it has like a very easy mini boss, but the place is not very complicated, like, not very complicated. In fact, even a little kid, could easily beat this dungeon. I'm gonna be honest. Let's go down here. And oh, a new Mario enemy. Or it's a new enemy. These are Cheep Cheeps. Cheep Cheeps. They also been around like since I believe like since the first Mario, but in the first Mario game, or not the first Mario game. I think they've been around the first Mario game, I think. But they were more prominent in Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course, there's bigger versions like the annoying Big Bertha. Anyone that knows Mario Bros. 3 will know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I hate the Big Bertha. I hate that one so much. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go in here. Open up like the Nightmare's lair. And over here, we can. The door's closed, but I guess only one way. And that's down. So let's go down. Bloop bloop glub glub. Ugh, food. Blub blub. Anglerfish. Meet Anglerfish. This is, I believe, our 4th boss, and Anglerfish is a really easy enemy. All what he does is that, well, he'll just charge at you, dropping blocks. Yeah, he's really, really easy. You need to smack him right at the lamp, or at the light on his forehead. And I believe, like you heard him a couple of enough times, Anglerfish will start calling up, well, his minions in order, to defend him. There we go. Alright, give him a minute. Gotta move out of the way. Alright. There we go. And with that, from defeating Anglerfish, we get a heart container. Yeah, not a really difficult boss, I'll be honest. A little bit like, disappointed, like, with that, but yet again, at least it gives us a good break from the water dungeons. Here it is. You got the Surf Harp. Bay. Your road goes into the bay. With this, we have ourselves a really like item, but our next location, of course, is obviously Martha's Bay, because I only know one place called Bay, and it's of course Martha's Bay. Now, before we do leave, there's a couple things that I want to do, and it's go in this specific this door. It's gonna be useful. I am Manbo, child of the sunfish. Have you got an ocarina? Ha! Then I can teach you my song, Bloop. And with that, we have our second song in the entire game. You learn Mambo's Mambo. When you get out of the water, play it. When you play my Mambo, you can warp to a warp point around the island. Try this tune in the dungeons too. And since today's a special day, I'll let you warp to Mambo's Pond too. Cha cha cha. Yep, and with this, we end up meeting Mambo, which Mambo, well, of course, is the guy that gave us a song. I think he's gone, like, once we learn the song. Oh, no, he's still here. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, Mambo, like, of course, will teach us, Mambo's Mambo. Which, of course, this song, I will demonstrate what it does. Let's go, like, play it. Put on Mambo's Mambo, a funky tune that Mambo taught you. We play the song, and look at this. we have the ability to fast travel at any point in the game. Well, of course, though, we gotta open up these warp points, and we can also move to Mambo's Pond. But I'm not doing that yet. There's a couple things that I would like to do, before I warp or do anything stupid like that. Because now that we actually can swim, there's a lot of things that have been opened up now. First, we can now head underwater, which is a nice touch. But we can also now head into underwater caves and also other places that we could not reach originally, which is of course going to be useful. Like down here, there is a piece of heart down here, which of course that is our second one over there. We can actually get a third one because if I remember correctly, there was a there was a water, not water, no. If I recall correctly, I'm trying to remember. There was another piece of heart at Animal Village, specifically at an underwater section, probably at least in the road that leads, to Animal Village. And I may as well actually make my way there, considering I have nothing else to do at the moment. We got a Guardian Acorn. Let's go do that, of course. All right, let's go over here. All right, we're about to warp to Animal Village, which is all the way over there. There we go. Oh, what the? Where do you come from? I think I should have done this instead. I did not knew that you're gonna be coming along with us. I may need to work to Mambo's Pond first, at least, to get that interaction, because I did not knew that you will be following us that quick. Wow, okay. Oh boy, yeah, I guess without the context, I guess you guys don't know what this is. This is the ghost. Normally he has an interaction with us, of course, where he's gonna be following us. But of course though, well, that's the problem. I haven't really got the interaction. So that wasn't my mistake. I may have just missed on something pretty important, of course. Ugh. You know what? I'll just do this one oh. Okay, I'll just do this actually instead. Load. Nope, I cannot load back my save. Oh, great. Yeah, for that I'm gonna have to beat the entire dungeon. I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, there's a ghost. We missed an interaction with the guy, but basically anyone that's played Link's Awakening should know where to take this guy. And of course, we're about to take him to his home, the house. Take me. The house at the bay. Oh, never mind. Okay, I guess he is telling us where to go. Okay. Yeah, he is telling us that there is a that there is a house at the bay, which of course we're gonna go and take him over there, to head over there. Which I think, let's go all the way out here this way. Oh no, I did not mean to bump. Oh, there we go. Oh, I meant to bump it into that kid. Alright, let's go down here. The house. Take me. The house at the bay. Yeah, he'll keep on repeating that until you take him to his home. So of course, since we are the hero, we will take him back home. Which his home is right over here, I think, from my memory recalls. There it is. There's an overgrown house over here. Here, enter my house. Nostalgia, unchanged. Ooh. Enough. Cemetery. Take me. My grave. So before we go... Oh, look at this. There's a secret seashell in here. Which now, that gives us... Or nails us at... 13. We need at least like a couple of extra here. Door to the cabinet is hanging off its hinges. Nobody's used this thing in a while. Yeah. This right here is the abandoned house, or at least the abandoned house where, well, this ghost once lived. Oh, fell down. All right, well, let's go take this ghostly gentleman back to his grave, right? He's asking for his home. All right, let's go warp right to Mambo's Pond, where that's exactly where his grave is at. What I do find interesting, though, is how, like, his grave is located away far away from the cemetery. Which his grave, if you guys are wondering, it's actually like that in that big tombstone that's over there. Alright, let's get rid of these zombies. Alright. Thank you. A jar for you. Put something inside. Bye-bye. And with this, the ghost gave us a fairy bottle. Looks big enough to hold a fairy inside. Whew, it has been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter the catfish's maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward, hoot! Yeah, and also let's check around this area right here. Anything here suspicious? Nope, just a rupee. All right, there's really not much we can do around here then. Well, yeah, we checked this area, so I guess it's clean then. So I guess we can now make our way like right now to Ow! I hit it in a bus blob. Ow! Lesson learned: do not touch a bus blob. All right, let's go run back. Let us go. Actually, wait a minute. There are some things that I would like to do before we actually head off. Before we head off, straight to Martha's Bay. I actually want to make my way to Animal Village, because Animal Village. Oh shit! I fell down. Because Animal Village has a couple of items that I want. And of course, this includes a piece of heart. And of course, there's also a goat lady. Because if you remember, there's a goat lady at Animal Village, where apparently if we give her a hibiscus, we can actually get something really interesting from her. Something really interesting that could be a little bit helpful if you ask me. Let's go down here where we can find, or not find, at least move. Going up. Oh, never mind. Alright, let's make our way over here. Oh yeah, something really gruesome about, or something a little bit creepy about the zombies in Link's Awakening. So what's interesting, in the original Link's Awakening, they actually used to have red sprites. Because, that was due to the hard drive limitations. But of course though, when a new console gives them a new design, which of course it gave them brown rotting skin. Yeah, of all the enemies though, the zombies are the only enemies that don't really feel off place. Since they have this place, the Zelda games are always crawling with the undead, Stalfos and all that stuff. Anyways, let's go make our way to Animal Village. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Doris Rock. Yeah, because now I had to make my way on foot all the way back to Animal Village, which I'm gonna hate it. Well, we gotta make our way over there, of course. And let's go move on forward. There we go. All right, we're approaching the pathway that goes to Animal Village, which I believe is just down here. Right this way. Nope, nothing. Okay. Alright, right around here, we gotta avoid these piranhas. Alright, we got a piece of heart. And with that, that is our third piece. Alright, let's go make our way, like, now to Animal Village, because one... if you guys did not remember, there was a goat lady, you know, that apparently was interested in, she was apparently interested, like, in getting her hands on a, you know, one of those. On a hibiscus, yeah, the hibiscus. Oh, you brought me a hibiscus. How sweet. Well, since you're such a gentleman, I have a request to make of you. Will you listen? I would like you to take this letter to a Mr. Wright, who lives on the border over the mysterious forest, please. You traded a hibiscus for a goat's letter. Great. Obviously, obviously, I wish we can read it, but of course, we know how that ended up. Like, you know, with our last little escapade with Colin back in The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword, because right now Colin is dating a ghost girl. And oh man, he is gonna be haunted for his life. Probably the worst part is, like, you know, he'll be cursing his kin the next time. But anyways, though, let's make a move on. So first things first, let's go make our way back to the mysterious forest, because there was a house that I do not think we actually did explore yet. Or I think we did, but I'm not really sure. Excuse me. Alright, let's go over here. Let's go over here, like right now, like, you know, to Gapunga Swamp. Oh right, that's right. We can't cut these. Sucks. Yeah. We don't have Bow Wow, like, you know, to do that for us. So I guess we're gonna have to move. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, here we are. We're in this house. Oh, well, alright, we have another character here. This is, well, his name maybe, well, this is Mr. Wright, or at least that's his name. Mr. Wright, about this guy. He is a character, well, he's a Nintendo character that's from another game. Which, if I remember correctly, or no, Mr. Wright, well, he is called Mr. Wright, but his actual name is Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright, he's a character from a Super Nintendo game called SimCity, where, of course, he helps you create, like, you know, your cities and all that stuff for you. What's this, a letter for me? I'm so happy. And look, the letter came with a photograph. That's not what we know about what Christine looks like. And yes, it is a picture of Princess Peach, which of course is the princess from the Mario series. So it's not much to go with her of all people. She's so beautiful. I must give you something for your trouble. Well, it looks like all I have is this broom. How'll that be? Fine. Let's take it. Alright, we got a broom as a reward from Mr. White, but that photo was not of... Yeah. And of course, Mr. White has a parrot here as well as his pet. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's go actually give this broom to someone that wants it. And I do know a lady that... and I know a lady, like, you know, that will definitely want it. And it's actually Grandma Yahoo. Because if you guys were not paying attention, I guess, in the background, Grandma Yahoo, she actually lost her broom a while ago. So why not? So let's, like, you know, give her her broom, and of course we'll be squared off. All right. Oh god, hit by a fox. There she is. Yahoo! A new broom for me. It isn't? Yes. Okay, in return, you can have this fishing hook I found when I swam by the riverbank. And with this, we have a fishing hook. What will the fishing hook become? Well, with this, we have a new trading item, but we don't... But, you know, there's a fisherman, but he doesn't want the fishing hook since, of course, he has one. But oh well, guys. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we head out to Martha's Bay. So until then, see you guys then. Peace out.